Hello, beautiful plant people. Welcome to my channel. I'm done. I'm truly done. Alocasias and me are finally parting ways. I am just done. I have had enough. I've done everything that I can, and I have finally decided. That me and alocasias are no longer going to be friends. I am never going to buy another alocasia again. Never again. If you've watched my channel, if you've followed my progress for any period of time, you will have seen the struggles that I have gone through. You will have seen my successes. I have had fabulous successes with alocasias, but I have had a lot of heartbreak as well. And I have finally reached the end of my tether, and I am totally done. I'm going to show you my alocasias, the ones that I have left, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with each and every single one of them. I'm not mucking about. I'm starting with the big guns. This is my Alocasia Frederick variegated. Beautiful, beautiful plant. Look at that. That is just the most amazing thing you have ever seen. This is what my plant used to look like a few months ago. She was absolutely spectacular. This is what this plant looks like now. I still have 2 plants in there. It still looks like it's doing okay, but I don't know. We are now in autumn in Australia. We are heading to winter, so I do not have my hopes going strong for this one. I'm pretty sure it is going dormant now. Yeah, I don't know. If it lives, it lives. If it dies, it dies. Whatever. I'm never going to buy this plant again. If this one survives, excellent. If it doesn't, I'll just have these gorgeous pictures as happy memories. This is another one. This is my Alocasia Polly. As you can see, that's what my Alocasia Polly looks like. I've had this plant for a while now, and honestly, I don't know if I've actually had more than 2 leaves on this plant. It doesn't die, but it just does this thing where it's just the 1 leaf and the 1 leaf and the 1 leaf. I don't know. I'm at the point where I actually honestly don't even care. I am going to keep this one because it never goes dormant. I don't understand why this one doesn't go dormant. I'll keep it, but I'm not going to take extra care, and if it dies, I am not going to care. Up next is my little Alocasia sinuata. Now, I've had an Alocasia sinuata. I don't know how many Alocasia sinuatas I've bought over my relationship with alocasias. I would have bought plenty, and which is why I have a little one like this, because this was probably corms that I germinated and is now like this. I mean, to be fair, this plant is actually doing okay. I really shouldn't complain, but you can see this here, right there, that's like a corm type thing. That's quite firm, so yeah, I guess that's okay, that's fine. So in theory, there are 2 plants in this. I'll keep it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything special, and if it dies, it dies. That's it. Alocasia sinuata. I've got this. To be honest with you, I actually don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Look, you can see that there's quite a few corms that would be germinating in there. I've got that one there. There are a few in there. So I must have had an alocasia, which main plant died or whatever. And then I just chucked the corms in there because that's how I germinate my corms. It's really easy to germinate alocasia corms. Just whack them in some moist leca, good humidity. Even if you don't even provide humidity, they're fine. They germinate and you get that. Don't know what that is. When I find out what that is, I'll let you know. But for now, yeah, I'm just going to leave that. I'm not going to do anything with it. I mean, there's no need to get rid of it, but I am not happy. That is not what an alocasia is meant to look like, but what can I do? This here is an Alocasia Pink Dragon. Now, there's just 1 plant in there. And as you can see from this leaf over here, this plant is saying goodbye for the winter. Now, I'm just really over this alocasias going dormant thing. And there are certain things you can do to try and keep them with you, keep them warm, nice light, but I'm not ready to do any of those kinds of things anymore for my alocasia. So if it's not going to sit there in the corner with all the other plants and be happy, if it's just going to do that, then it might as well just go. So again, this plant, same as the others, I'm not going to do anything. I'll probably just cut off this and just leave it and see how it goes. If it dies, it dies. Ooh, look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? These are alocasia mellows. So again, there's a little bit of a theme here. When you see that I've got a lot of alocasias in one little pot like this, then you will know that these were little corms that I got from a plant and I just whacked in a pot of leca and this has happened. I mean, I have to say, this looks quite good. It's very encouraging. See, it's things like this that always kind of give me hope, you know. I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. The plant is growing. It looks happy. And then it just tanks. So, yeah, I mean, because these are doing well, I am going to keep them, obviously. But, you know, I am not keeping my hopes up. So that is alocasia mellow corms that have germinated and seem to be doing their thing. But who knows? Who knows at this point? This is another alocasia mellow. That is a big alocasia mellow. Look at that. It looks fantastic. Look at that leaf. Oh my goodness. Look at that. There's actually a new leaf coming. I don't know, honestly. And see, this is exactly why I'm just have been so ambivalent about alocasias and always sort of think that I can crack it. But look, that's it. That plant seems to be quite happy, honestly. So I don't know, you know, I just don't know. So what will I do? I'm thinking maybe I put this one and this one in the same pot. What do you guys think? I might just do that. And I don't know, maybe I'll let these grow a little bit bigger before I pot them up with this one. But then you never know. Maybe the whole thing of moving them from here into this one might just end them. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Should I put these two plants together? And if I do put the two plants together, I'll probably do a video and show you how I do that. But this is a video that I'll be publishing only on my free Facebook group. So if you haven't joined my Facebook group, I've got a Facebook group called Semi Hydroponics with the Leca Queen. And that's where I'll be putting a few things that might not necessarily be mainstream, things that only like diehard people are interested in seeing. So things like how I combine this alocasia with the other alocasias. So yeah, go sign up. Did I mention it's free? Silver Dragon. I think this is an alocasia Silver Dragon. Yeah, it looks good. That's it there. There's nutrient solution there. It's existing. That is all. I don't know. This very much looks like a new leaf. This old leaf is looking like it's checking out. Yeah, nothing particularly fancy happening with this plant. So yeah, I'll just keep that in its spot and see how it goes. This is my alocasia scalprum. And as you can see from the state of that leaf, it is very much checking out. But look there, that's actually a new leaf coming through. So, you know, I don't know. I'm just sick of this one leaf, two leaf business. Why can't they just, you know, grow the way I want them to grow? I really love the scalprum. I really love alocasias. I remember a few years ago, I actually had an alocasia scalprum that was variegated. Check it out here. It was so beautiful. I had great successes with alocasias when I was living in I think two houses back. Yeah, I've moved around a lot. I think that house was perfect for alocasias. That's when my alocasias were just thriving. Since we moved from that house, things have just gone downhill and I just cannot get back to my former alocasia glory. And this is another reason why I'm thinking, you know what, maybe I should just give up, because obviously, maybe it's just the environment. Maybe it's not me, you know, maybe it isn't. So I don't know. So that's my alocasia scalprum. Obviously, it's still alive, but yeah, I am not holding my breath. I just don't know. Now, this is an absolute disaster. You will never guess what plant this is. Never guess in a million years. This is my alocasia Friedrich, my alocasia green velvet. This is what this plant looked like a few months ago. It now looks like this. Yeah? See, look. See, this is the one here, and this is another one here. It's quite firm, so it's still in there. The plant is still there, but it's just gone bye-bye for now. I don't know when it's coming back. And look, I don't want to be babysitting these things. I want a gorgeous looking alocasias and green velvet. I don't know. Here is one. that never disappoints me. I love this plant. I love her. Look at my black velvet. Oh my gosh. This plant is what she completes me. She validates me. She lets me know that it's not me. It's the plants or the environment. Not me, not me. Look at her. She is gorgeous. Look at the number of leaves on there. They're nice and firm. Oh, it just looks so beautiful. And I know a lot of people talk about alocasias and spider mites. What's really funny is, touch wood, that's not an issue for me. Where's my wood? There, touching wood. That's not the issue. So I don't know what the issue is, but it's not that. But look at my black velvet. This plant is doing so well. I'm thinking I'm going to give her a nice, cute pot because she is so good to me. You know, this is what I want an alocasia to do. This is what all these other alocasias would look like if they got with the program. Look at that. Look at that. This is a teeny weeny black velvet, which looks gorgeous. These were obviously corms. Remember what I said about corms and me just shoving them in some leca? But look, this is just 2 plants, right? It's just 2 plants. It's not many. So each plant has got 3 leaves. So maybe therein lies my lesson. I should only just have alocasia black velvets. I should buy as many black velvets as I like and have them in every corner of my home, and I'll be happy. Because, I just can't get over a black velvet. Silver dragon, anyone? I'm thinking that these plants, these corms must have come from this one. I don't know. Maybe they came from something else. Who knows? Because every time I walk through Bunnings and I see some alocasias looking awesome, what do? It's normally like $8, $9. I pick one up. Always, I pick one up, and this is what I end up with. Corms, because the main plant died or whatever, and then this is what I'm dealing with. So, yeah, I don't know. So I put the corms in that, they germinated in that, and this is where we're at. I don't know. I'm thinking actually of, like these little corms that are, of very sus parentage, or the parents are looking a bit not too happy. Maybe I'll put them all up in one pot. So I have like a big pot, maybe like 14 centimeters, with all these little alocasia babies. So I've only got one pot to take care of and not have little bits and pots everywhere with little tiny alocasias. That just gives me work. I always have to make sure that each reservoir is filled up or whatever. So maybe if I just put them in one pot, that might work. Let me know what you think. Here's another one. Here is another one. This is a pink dragon. Again, stem, that's quite firm. That plant is very viable. This one is checking out. Look, to be honest, I think even this one is checking out. You can see that that leaf, especially from the back, it looks quite sus. There's a few yellowing bits there. It's checking out. So this one is also going bye-bye for the winter. I'm not happy. This is my alocasia ebony. I actually almost forgot about this plant. I was supposed to have included it with all my other plants yesterday, and I completely forgot about it. And I found it. And look at this one. She is gorgeous. And look, there's 2 new leaves coming there. There's how many plants in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plants in there. That is this plant. Doing so well. So clearly I'm doing something right with this plant, and I'm really not doing anything because, as I said before, I completely forgot that it actually existed and I found it. But I had to show it to you because I needed you to see that there's some alocasias that actually love me and that do really well. But what's really funny is that probably about a year or so ago, this alocasia was pretty much dead. As you can see in this image or clip here. I'll show you another one. You will really love this one. This is my alocasia ebony. Yep. This is my alocasia ebony. Alocasia ebony. It was a beautiful plant. It was. It had the most magnificent leaf. It was awesome. I think there's a new leaf coming there. There was, but it feels very crispy. Living in lacquer as well. This was actually living in a grow tent, believe it or not. What changed? Nothing. It was thriving before, and now it's not. It decided it didn't want to live here anymore, and it's gone. It might still be alive in there. I don't know, because as you know, alocasias do tend to go dormant, but there's really no reason for this plant to have gone dormant, and I suspect what's under there is nothing but mush. I'm just going to leave it there and see what happens. But look at her now. She has just, matured and is really into her stride and is just really, really loving it. But then it's actually got me thinking, the fact that my alocasia is doing so well, this ebony, I'm thinking, is it maybe I just have trouble with jewel alocasias? The smaller ones, the mellows and all those kinds of ones. Red Secret. I haven't even shown you a Red Secret because my Red Secret's gone. So I don't know. Maybe I should stick to the larger variety of alocasia. Maybe they're a lot more forgiving. I don't know. That's just something I'm going to have to explore. This is another one. This is my Alocasia Dragon Scale. This plant, I don't know. This plant really, really, really wounds me. It breaks my heart because it was beautiful. When I was in that house that I was telling you about, in that house, that plant looked like this. This is the same plant. I kid you not. I am not even lying. But look at it now. It's just, there's quite a number of plants in there, but it's just not thriving. It's alive, but it's not thriving. I don't know. I will keep it because it's there. And maybe I'll get to a point where the plant starts to live. My vow from now going forward is I am not buying any more alocasias. I have made a promise to myself and I will make sure I stick to it. I'm not buying any more, and I'm going to put up all the ones I have together. And if they die, they go in the bin, and that is the end of that. There's so many other plants that I can enjoy that do not have to bring me such heartache. And I have finally come to peace with the fact that I have to part ways with alocasias. If you want to see more of the alocasias that I've parted ways with or the ways that I've struggled with, just watch this next video. I'll see you there.